Hey guys, so welcome back to a midweek video where I'm going to show you guys an element of my overall toy collection. And in this week's video, what I'm going to do is show you guys my Transformers collection, which is pretty eclectic, I think. It's a little bit of everything. It's not a huge collection. It's kind of similar to, if you guys watched my Masters of the Universe collection, it's comparable sized to that one, where I just have a lot of my favorite pieces. And I have some loose, I have some older stuff, some newer stuff. It's a really nice mix of some of my favorite characters. So please be sure to comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's anything I'm missing, which you guys think is a staple for any Transformer collector that I should add. Be sure to like the video. And last but not least, please be sure to subscribe if you have not already. It would be much appreciated. I see that a lot of my views are coming from non-subscribers, and it breaks down in the YouTube analytics how many subscribers versus non-subscribers are watching. And it's actually about 50-50. And it's a lot of the same returning viewers, but they're just not subscribed yet. So if you have not subscribed, please do so. It'll help me out a lot. I'll greatly appreciate it. So, anyways, let's jump right into this. So, I'm just going to kind of go left to right. So, first thing which I'm going to show, and this is an awesome piece. I got this probably about 2 years ago. This was, I believe, a Walmart exclusive, and it was a reissue of the original Devastator, which is pretty awesome. This is pretty much exactly how it came out in probably about 1986, I would say. This is pretty sweet. Next, this is probably one of my favorite Transformers pieces that I have. This was a San Diego Comic-Con, I believe, exclusive from 2019. And I got this last year, and this was my favorite pickup from last year. And it is the Masterpiece Optimus Prime Ecto 35 edition, which is just an absolutely stunning, beautiful piece. This thing is so incredible. Like, it's really, not only is it my favorite Transformers piece that I have in my entire collection, it is probably one of my favorite items that I have in my entire collection, period. I love this thing. And it comes with straps if you wanted to attach it to your back. So, next, this is a War for Cybertron piece, which I'm going to keep in the box because I think it looks phenomenal. I will open up all my other War for Cybertron figures for the exception of this one. I just can't bring myself to open this one, and it is Soundwave. Soundwave is one of my favorite characters, and I just can't do it. Next, this one was a 2021, I believe, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And this was a collaboration of Transformers and Jurassic Park, where it has the T-Rex and the Jeep. And they both obviously transform. Kind of tempted to open this, but given that it's an exclusive, I probably won't. But this is really a cool piece. Next, I got this from, I believe this was Hasbro Pulse, and it's Unicron. I'm actually probably going to open this one up at some point and add them to my Transformer shelf. Really nice looking piece right there. Let's see, next, this one, I love Jetfire, so I wanted to get this. I do have now the other Jetfire, which was from this line, but this is the Shattered Glass one, so it's just a different paint scheme than the other one that I have, which is of the traditional paint scheme of the red and white. But this is a really cool looking Jetfire. This one actually has turned out to be pretty pricey. I didn't even know. I ordered them online probably about a year ago, maybe. It's so hard to keep track of these things. Next is, I love these crossover ones. This is the Ecto 1 crossover. And this isn't the Target exclusive one, which was ridiculously overpriced. But it's actually the same figure, I believe. Next is another crossover, and this is a crossover of two of my favorite things, Back to the Future and Transformers. It is Gigawatt, the DeLorean Transformer. Next, this is from the Studio series. It is just Hot Rod from the Transformers movie. Next is another Studio series piece. This one is out in stores at the moment, and it is the Coronation Starscream. This is a really nice looking Starscream. I might get a second one to open, but I do want to keep one in the box. But this is definitely a very nice Starscream. All right. And now we're going to go into a few older figures. First, this one, gosh, I probably got this about 15 years ago, maybe. And it is the Pepsi Convoy Optimus Prime. Yes, I love Optimus Prime, so I'm a sucker for anything Optimus Prime. And this one, this came from, I believe, Japan. It is just an absolute beautiful piece. I think it looks amazing. I really do. Next, this was from the commemorative series from Toys R Us. And this came out probably in the early 2000s. Now, at some point, this got damaged in probably a move or something like that. But it's still in decent shape, but it definitely has a little bit of damage. And it is the Ultra Magnus. And the damage is right there. Next is another piece from the commemorative series, and this was always one of my favorite Transformers, and it is Red Alert. I didn't go crazy on buying these. I kind of just bought like my favorite pieces. There were a lot of ones that were released back then. They had like all the jets, which stupidly I had, but sold probably about 10 years ago when I was like kept more heavy into the video games, and I sold those to probably buy some expensive video game. That's what I do. I kind of, whenever I shift in my focus in my collection, I kind of borrow from one to give to the other, but then I end up regretting it. We all do it. Next is, this is probably my favorite piece from the commemorative series, and this was the first one to come out, and this was the Optimus Prime. This was, oh my God, I love this piece. I mean, it's a very cool mimic of the original Optimus Prime that came out. The only difference is the smokestacks are cut off, and also the picture here is different. The picture is actually not right. The original picture, I guess I'll show this piece next just so it makes sense, was this one. But you see, guys, how it's different? This picture was the one that was on the original, not this one. But I still love this one. And I bought two of them, which you guys will see in my loose collection momentarily. All right. So next, this also came out a while back. Also one of my favorite characters. You guys will be able to, by the end, figure out which ones are my favorite characters because I have multiple pieces of the same character in different variations. And this is Jetfire. This is a fairly accurate depiction of the cartoon version of Jetfire, not the Mac version, which came out originally in the toys. But it's kind of a blend of the two almost a little bit. It's a really good Jetfire toy. Next, this one also, it came out actually the same time as the Jetfire. This was a Toys R Us exclusive. And this is the Soundwave. Really cool piece. It's probably came out around 2007, I want to say. So yeah, about 15 years ago. It's crazy that 2007 was 15 years ago. All right. And here's a couple more recent pieces. This was the Walmart exclusive Starscream that came out probably about 3 years ago. So the Starscream, I'm glad I was able to get this, because I always felt dumb for selling the Seekers from the commemorative line. I just wish they came out with the other Seekers. Also, I have Blaster. And I showed this already. This was the Optimus Prime without a trailer. But this is actually more accurate to the original Optimus Prime figure because it does have the taller smokestacks. And last but not least, one of my other favorite characters, Soundwave, which I also have the cassettes for. So that is my boxed collection. I hope you enjoyed that. But now I'm going to show you guys my loose collection. So here you go. So here are the Transformers that I have displayed, and some of these are masterpieces. They're basically knockoff masterpieces, but I don't know. I could care less because I'm never going to get rid of them, and I just think they look fantastic. There's the Starscream, and that is the commemorative Prime that I opened up from like, I don't know, 20 years ago. But that Starscream is great. There's Soundwave. That's the cartoon Prime. Those are the two bigger MPs, the Prime and Megatron. And here are the regular scale ones. And these are just incredible. I love these. And that is a old statue that I have. That one is made by Palisades. I had that Starscream statue. Here are some of the newer opened figures that I have. I love that Jetfire. That is probably the best Jetfire that's ever come out. There's Rodimus back there. He's in his vehicle mode. That's actually a really good Ultra Magnus. That's the 3 jets, the Seekers. And this Devastator is incredible. I love it. The Devastator and the Jetfire are probably my 2 favorite pieces here. There's a Galvatron back there. For what these are, they're pretty nice figures. Fully transformable. They're from the War for Cybertron. And I also have this one, which I just haven't had a chance to open yet. The Sound Blaster. And I'll put him in this display as well. It's getting a little tight, so I'm going to have to squeeze him in. Might have to transform the Rodimus. But I kind of like the Rodimus Prime vehicle mode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Transformers video. It was a lot of fun to do and a lot of fun to go through these toys. I love the Transformers. Like I said, it's not my biggest collection. Star Wars is and always will be my first passion. But again, I'm a kid of the 80s. So of course I'm going to love Transformers and He-Man and wrestling and superheroes. I mean, come on. Who from us that grew up in the 80s doesn't? So anyways, again, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bells so you never miss an upload. And till next time, I will be dropping a hunt video this weekend. So till next time, guys, take care.